Welcome to the Adult Gymnastics Podcast. Today, I get to chat with Catherine about her amazing story about starting gymnastics in her 50s. Today is a perfect day to start gymnastics, no matter if you're 5 years old, if you're 55, if you're 75. Today is the day to get started. So, Catherine, thank you so much for joining the show today.
Thank
My
you for having
first
me.
question for you is, what made you start doing gymnastics in your 50s? Tell us the whole story.
Okay, so I'm a gymnastics mom. My daughter Sarah was a competitive gymnast at Thames Valley Gymnastics. She did classes there starting at 2, and then competed from about age 6 or 7 all the way until 17, and also
Amazing.
did high school gymnastics. Spent a lot of time, you know, the gym that we go to has an upstairs where there's a window that you can look out and watch and see what's going on, and spent a lot of time sitting there and watching.
Yeah, sure.
And thinking this would be kind of fun. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Then, well, she's also a coach there now, and she was sort of transitioning to the coaching, even as she was ending her competitive career. And they started the program, and she basically said, "You should do it, Mom. You should see what this is all about." Because, of course, as the gymnast mom, I'm like, "Oh, why didn't you take more turns? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that?" So
Yeah.
she was excited for me to get a gymnast perspective on, the whole process. So that was about 4 years ago when it started. And it
So
was
cool.
funny. It was there was a waiting list. There was literally 20 people at our first practice.
Amazing. I love seeing that big turnout. That's so great.
Yeah. That didn't necessarily stay. There's about 4 of us who originally started,
Okay.
who have been there for the 4 years now.
Mm-hmm. That's
Um,
amazing. So what was it like walking into your first class? Like, what were you
at the beginning, it
feeling?
was
Were you
kind
all
of miserable.
scared? Yeah, I know.
Because, I knew how to do a handstand up against the wall because I had done some CrossFit, and they do some gymnastics stuff.
Oh, cool.
But beyond that, I didn't have any, gymnastic skills at all. And a lot of the people that originally started were former gymnasts. They were
Yeah.
easy to coach. They had the muscle memory. It was all coming back. And I was just kind of sitting on the sidelines going, I can't do that. I can't do that. I
Yeah.
can't do that. And there definitely came a point where it's not my current coach, but the coach that originally started the program, who's no longer there. You kind of pulled them aside and I said, "Hey, they're easy to coach. If you can get me to do something, that is an accomplishment." So I sort of
Yeah.
challenged. And at that point, from then on, he got much better about putting together drills for me to sort of build those skills.
Mm-hmm.
And it got a lot better. But I think I was pretty discouraged early on as somebody who could
Yeah.
do really nothing.
So what piece of advice would you have for someone that is in your position? They've never done gymnastics and might be a little bit intimidating because they see all these other people that have done gymnastics a lot. What do you have to say for someone? What do you have to say for you about 4
Well,
years ago?
first of all, if you want to do it, just do it. You won't regret what you don't try. And then, people are like, "Well, what should I start with?" I said, "Well, if you can't do a handstand, start with a plank and then start walking your legs up the wall." Because even though that was the only thing I had, it was pretty foundational skill.
Yeah,
So it was
totally.
helpful that I already had that strength going on.
Hmm. Yeah. Amazing. And now what is your thoughts around gymnastics now? Like when you go to a class, what are you feeling?
I just love it. I just,
Yeah.
it's a fun way to exercise. It's something I've been doing it for 4 years, so it's something I've stuck with, you know.
Yeah.
Typically our class is once a week. But I have managed to, get another day of the week out of the coach.
Amazing.
Yeah, some summer practices where not a lot of gymnasts always show up. So he said, just come. I'm like, okay.
That's so cool.
So I'm getting
Yay.
2 days a week now, but I amaze myself with what I've managed to do. The
Yeah.
other day, was it maybe 2 weeks ago? I finally got my hips on the bar in a chin-up pullover, right? I
Awesome.
still can't get my chest up, but I got on the bar and I was like, oh, holy crap, I did it. And I didn't really ever think that was going to happen.
Oh, that's amazing. I love hearing that.
Yeah. So, and
That's,
like, I mean, there's a lot of progressions where you see me working on the front handspring, which I literally started up on like, the big old box mats. And the
yeah.
coach was like, all right, you're going to put your hands down on the edge in a handstand and you're going to flip over. And I'm like, I'm going to do what? I'm going to do
Yeah.
what?
Like what now?
And now, I can do it. I do it on the air track with a spot still. I can't
Amazing.
seem to land it, but I can do it with a spot now. So there's like a big progression with that skill, and I'm
Yeah.
almost at the point where I can do a back hip circle, like coach is
So
pushing me.
cool.
Yeah. So the fact that some of these skills are actually starting to come along, they make me feel really good. And I
Yeah.
mean, the stuff that I post obviously touches a lot of people. I think that
Yeah.
part of what you guys are trying to do is the whole idea that anybody can do it, that people can see. I'm an extra large gymnast. I'm not the typical size
Yeah.
gymnast, and I can still do things and enjoy it. And, a lot of
Absolutely.
women, I think, don't see people like me that are in their 50s that are, a little overweight that are still staying active and trying things. So it gets me really excited when I have people who post that, oh, I just signed up for ice skating. I always wanted to do it. I saw what you were doing and I just decided, to go for it. And
Love
that's kind of
hearing
the
that.
thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be gymnastics. Gymnastics is certainly a lot of fun and I would recommend it for people to try. But if I can inspire them to even try whatever it is that they have not given a chance to, I'm excited.
Totally. Absolutely. I mean, I had no idea gymnastics existed for adults. I didn't know it was like legal for adults to do until like 5 years ago. And then
Yeah.
I saw someone who is one of my friends who is in her 50s. And I was like, what? You're allowed to do that after you're like 16 years old? I was like, no
Yeah.
way. And then I like fell into this whole incredible world. I love it so much. And that's,
That's a
you're right. It's
big
so inspiring because it's
that's a
someone
big
who's not
revelation
part
for
of,
lots of people.
yeah, it is. And someone who's not already part of the adult gymnastics world, they think gymnastics is just for kids. Like,
Yep.
absolutely. And so it's amazing to see people like you and so many people on this podcast and people that come on our retreats and everything, that gymnastics, you can do it forever. And you don't have to, and you can do it at your level and your style. And, we're not training for the Olympics here, but you're with your friends, you're having so much fun, you're playing, you're feeling really strong. Like, there's so many incredible benefits. It's been such a great way to like de-stress for me. Like so
Absolutely.
helpful for that.
Like, we always have gymnastics Friday night, and I am a 7th grade social studies teacher, so
Oh
talk
my
about
goodness.
needing to
Yes.
distress. I
Yes.
I always
Yeah.
look forward to it.
Yeah. It's the best. It's so good for me mentally. It's been so helpful. So tell me about the shirt you're wearing.
Well, this was from our like we've only done 2 adult meets, but
Amazing.
and I didn't really. I think the first one I competed vault and beam, and then I think the second one I only did vault because I'm still undecided. We have people who are competing. We
Mhm.
actually have I live in Connecticut, and I live near the Mohegan Sun Casino, and Deary's Gymnastics has now started putting on an annual competition there, which includes an adult session. So
Oh,
I've gone
so
and
cool.
watched some of my friends compete, which was really fun to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
I
I
don't,
know. Meets
I
are
still don't know
so
about
fun.
competing myself. I definitely like the
Literally
challenge.
be cheering everyone on.
Yeah, but I don't know. They keep saying you should compete. You should compete. I'm like, I
Do
don't know.
it. Do it.
We'll
Just do it
see.
for fun. You got us. Yeah. Amazing. Well, I've loved talking to you, Catherine. Is there one last thing that you would like to share with people who are maybe thinking about starting in class, but they're too intimidated or they're worried about something? Like what would you say to that person?
Oh, from my viewpoint, you might be the oldest person in the class, but you should be proud of that and not
Yeah.
worry about what anybody else thinks. because, you know, you might be
exactly.
seeing the parents through the window because they're watching their kid in their class, but they're sitting on their butts up in the window.
And maybe
And
you're going to
then
inspire
you are
them
doing it.
to get out of their chair and onto the mats and flip around. Actually, in my class, we have some people in their 80s that
That's
come.
amazing.
I know. I was like, you're never going to die if you're doing gymnastics in your 80s. You're going to live forever.
I am currently the oldest one in our class. When we first started, there was one person who was older than me by a couple of years, but he did not continue. So
Yeah.
that achievement goes to me. And I actually,
Yes. Best award to win.
I won, an award. My daughter was like, "You want to come to the banquet?" And I'm like, "Why do I want to go to the banquet now? You're just a coach. That's boring." So then they tricked me and said that my daughter was going to get a coach's award to get me to go to the banquet. And then they gave me an award. They gave me the GOAT award for adult
Oh,
gymnastics.
that's so special.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, thanks. I love it. Well, you definitely deserve all that and more. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. I loved hearing your story and sharing it with the world. And now people can know, like, 52 is a really perfect age to start doing gymnastics. Like,
Absolutely.
every day, today is the best day you'll ever have to start your gymnastics. So just do it no matter what. Yeah. Amazing, Catherine. We'll keep flipping around, keep having so much fun in practice, and hopefully we'll run into each other sometime soon.
Yeah.
That'd be
Thank
great
you
to
for
be in
having me
person.
on.
Of course.